Walker.
And we will be delivering tonight's matchup between the Eureka Red Devils and the Dominican Stars. Last time out, Eureka fell short in 3 sets against Franklin College, allowing them to start off the season with a record of 0-1.
The Dominican Stars are coming into tonight's game 3-5 overall and hoping to keep up that momentum after their 3-0 win against Blackburn College. Senior Tanya De La Riva proves to be a weapon for the team, leading the Stars in both kills and digs with 77 so far this season in each category. Despite last week's loss, junior Claire Schaffner put up a .500 hitting percentage, and freshman Alyssa Company led the team with 10 kills. So we were talking about this before the game started up. What the Red Devils are going to have to come into this game and attack early. They're going to have to, rather than falling behind super early on, they're going to have to make sure they're keeping up with the teams they're playing against, and they're going to have to limit those free points that we saw a lot last game and last season, letting the ball go out of bounds when they hit it over. Just keeping that control and keeping the ball inbounds and out of the net as they're hitting, as well as they need to keep their energy high so far, just to keep that momentum going for them.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the time last game. Like you mentioned, a lot of free points were given up. And, early on that started to kind of bring down the team morale for the Red Devils. And as you can see, it didn't turn out well, losing the game in 3 quick sets. Anyways, we are almost ready to get things rolling here at the Reagan Athletic Complex, but not before the national anthem. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You are watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball here on ECTV.
June 10th of 2018, he has rhabdomyosarcoma, a soft tissue cancer. But St. Jude has covered everything, and coming here, they're like, we are going to do everything we can. And when they say everything, they mean everything. St. Jude is like the gold at the end of a rainbow for a family like ours. They've really given our family hope, and we are so grateful and thankful for everything.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When people ask us who we are, we tell them we're problem solvers, opportunity creators, community builders, and change makers. We are Rotary. Around the world, our network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, and leaders volunteer their skills, expertise, and resources to solve issues and address community needs. We are people of action. Join us, and together, we can make an even greater impact. Find out how you can get involved at rotary.org/action.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
And we're back here at the Reagan Athletic Complex. We're going to send it down for the starting lineups for both teams.
A senior from Berwyn, Illinois, number 1, Tanya De La Riva. A senior from Norridge, Illinois, number 5, Melissa Schmidt. A senior from Miami, Florida, number 6, Mia Feeblis. A sophomore from Salem, Oregon, number 7, Ruby Morissette. A senior from Norridge, Illinois, number 13, Miriam Guler. A junior from Downers Grove, Illinois, number 17, Grace Beacom. And a sophomore from Midlothian, Illinois, number 21, Catherine Kizak. The Stars are coached by Olivia Kofi and assisted by Marissa Villarubia. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Eureka Red Devils. A freshman from Emden, Illinois, number 4, Chloe O'Donohue. A senior from Evansville, Indiana, number 5, Brooklyn Shell. A junior from Delavan, Illinois, number 11, Claire Schaffner. A senior from Arcola, Illinois, number 14, Haley Ghana. A freshman from Lincoln, Illinois, number 16, Alyssa Company. A junior from Benson, Illinois, number 17, Franny Heckman. And a junior from Abingdon, Illinois, number 20, Malia Nagel. The Red Devils are coached by Candace Van Bogart and managed by Sam Andrews.
And here we go. As usual, both teams high-fiving at the net. Getting ready to get things going here. The Red Devils looking to get their first win of the season and get on track, as the Dominican Stars hope to become 4-5 this season, coming off of a win their last game. Both teams in their respective huddles.
We're gonna get rolling.
Well, I'd say it definitely looks a little bit more packed than it was last game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There weren't that many.
Students are here. We got fans here from both sides.
Yeah, we do. The Stars really came to show up and show out. So on the floor we have Nagel, we have Schaffner, we have Heckman, O'Donohue, Shell, and it looks like Alyssa Company, who we both know is a great power tool.
Oh yeah, 100%. Last week she had 10 kills. She had a few digs there as well. It really helped the Red Devils.
And she's only a freshman. But here we go, getting ready to start things off. It'll be Melissa Schmidt at the service line.
Nice
Schmidt
little
to Shell.
float.
Shell to Schaffner. Company hits it over. This one's back to Schmidt. Sets it up outside. Good hit, and that one drops. So it'll be 1 point for the Stars to start things off here.
Sometimes those blocks just don't work out, and you get that sideline.
Schmidt. And that one is out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Red Devils, and we are all tied up. And this is exactly what we were talking about before the start of the game, is just attacking early.
Yes.
And right now, you know, is the time to start taking advantage of those 3 points that we're given. It'll be Layla Mattis at the service line. She hits it over. This one's to the outside. Good hit there, and that one drops.
And that is the senior De La Riva, and she is a star for this team.
Yeah, she seems to really know what she's doing out there. Maybe some miscommunication from O'Donohue and Layra Mattis out there. Here's a serve. Layra Mattis hits it up. Schaffner to the outside. Shell hits it over. And that one is hit out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Red Devils as we are all tied up at 2 here. It'll be Alyssa Company with the ball to serve. Company averages about 3.33 kills per set as she hits it over. This one's deflected and it drops. Red Devils take the lead early on here, 3-2 here in set number 1.
That almost looked like a miscommunication for the Stars over there.
Yeah,
they just let it drop.
And this crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. Company once more at the service line. Hits it over. This one's hit to the outside and deflected off of the hands. Company in the air. Shell over. Deflected back up. Setting in the middle. Layra Mattis keeps it up. Schaffner back out. And this one is too strong. So the Stars tie it up here, 3-3.
That was a good rally there by the Red Devils and the Stars.
Yeah, it was. A lot of back and forth right there, as you just said. This one's going to be Caitlin Cezak out of Marist High School at the service line. Coming into her sophomore year, she hits it over. Layra Mattis up in the air. Schaffner sets it in the middle, and Gauna hits it into the net. That'll be a point for the Stars as they lead it here in set number 1, 4-3. Cezak once again. Good serve there. Shell keeps it up and hits it way out of bounds into the stands. Another point for the Stars as they seem to be dancing down there. Not sure why. I wouldn't be with a 3-5 record overall. Anyways, Cezak back at it. This one's to Company. Schaffner sets it outside. Shell with the big hit.
Beautiful hit there by Shell.
And some miscommunication from the Stars.
And this crowd is getting excited over here. This is that energy that we were talking about at the beginning of the game.
Yes, it is.
As if the crowd's excited, the team's excited. And if the team's excited, they're going to perform.
And the Red Devils reduce it to a 1-point deficit. This one's Beck at the service line, hits it over. This one's set outside, and that is a big hit right there from Feeblis. And it is 6-4 Stars as they hope to continue pulling away, although it is still very early. Dunker at the line of service for the Stars. And that one appeared to be out of bounds, but it hit off the hand of Layra Mattis. Another point there for the Stars. 7-4. Again with the dancing. And there's Layra Mattis to keep it up. Sets it in the middle. Gauna, big hit, but that's kept up. This one's set outside to Freebless. She keeps it up. This one's going to be hit outside. And that one is kept in the air. Nice dig.
That was impressive.
Company to Gauna. Hits it outside. And that one is too strong. Gauna unable to keep that in the lines. And it is 8-4 Stars.
See, this is when, again, like we said at the beginning of the game, that limit the free points, this is when that really starts to show.
Yeah,
is when you start getting, the other team starts getting up.
Yeah, you can't really let that get to you. As right there, the Red Devils were able to keep that one in, find a hole. And it is now 8-5 Stars. It'll be Brooklyn Shell to serve. Shell played really well last game. Hopes to keep that up here. This one's hit in the air. Deflected. Shell keeps it back up. Gauna in the middle, sets it outside. This one's hit, but kept up once more. Big hit there, nice block. Set to the outside, and this one is out of bounds. And apparently it was not touched. So that'll be another point for the Red Devils, 8-6 here. And they are really starting to come back. Shell once more at the line. Good serve. This one's kept up by Feeblis. Set outside. And Shea was able to find a hole there and add another point to the board for the Stars. 3-point lead for Dominican here early on. Mia Feeblis at the line of service. Good serve, and she knew exactly what she was doing with that.
The dancing. They're dancing again.
They are. Feeblis getting in her zone. Hits it over once more. This one's kept up. Set to the middle. Gauna finds a hole.
Hit.
10-7 Stars. Crowd really getting into it.
That is just what we need here.
Yeah. Feels good to see that.
100%.
O'Donoghue now serving for the Red Devils. And this one's set outside. And that is Ellery Shea. Big hit to make it a 11-7 ball game. It'll be Guler at the line of service for her first time tonight. This one's kept up in the air. To the middle, set outside. Company unable to get that one to drop. This one's hit over, and was that inbounds? It was. Another point for the Stars.
That was a great line shot there.
It was. O'Donoghue with a great effort. Unfortunately, her dive wasn't, perfectly timed enough to get there. This one's set to the outside. Company with a big hit. And that one is hit off of the hands of Feeblis. Another point for the Red Devils. 12-8 in favor of the Stars. Hopefully that's about to change. Two-star athlete Claire Schaffner at the line of service, hits it over. Unfortunately, though, it is too strong. Another free point just handed to the Stars. Melissa Schmidt serving for the Stars. Good serve there, kept up by Shell. Schaffner in the middle. Company unable to get the floater down. And this one's hit over, kept up. Schaffner once more in the middle, sets to Company. And that one is a point for the Stars, apparently.
Out of bounds. He unfortunately hit it out on the left side over there.
I thought it was deflected off of somebody's hand there, but I guess not. And this one's hit way out of bounds. O'Donoghue able to keep it in.
There.
And this one's going to be kept in bounds. Played there. Back set. O'Donoghue keeps it up. Schaffner in the middle. Hits it over. This one's hit to the outside. Riva with a big hit. And another point for the Stars. And we talked about Riva early on. And we mentioned before, she leads the team in kills and digs, both at 77. And she's been a big part, a big role here for the Stars. But the Red Devils will take a timeout. And we're going to take a break. You are watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball here on ECTV.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Welcome back to the Reagan Athletic Complex. Well, you were away. The Stars did score another point to make it a 16-8 ball game here in set number 1. But fortunately, you guys were just able to see right there, that ball was hit out of bounds. Another point for the Red Devils. 16-9, excuse me. And it'll be Lexi Lehrer-Mattis at the service line. That one's tipped in the air. Back set. Good hit, and that one is out of bounds. O'Donohue keeps it in. Hit over the net there. This one's in the middle. Set. Big hit, but a block there from Alyssa Company. And it is a 16-10 ball game.
That is what you like to see, those big plays.
Company proving not only can she do it on the offensive side, but the defensive side as well. And Lehrer-Mattis serves that one out of bounds. So unfortunately, the ball is turned over. And the Stars with a 7-point lead here, hoping to really add on and pull away to take set number 1. Tanya De La Riva at the service line, hits it to O'Donohue, who keeps it up. Schaffner in the middle, Shell with a hit into the net. And that'll be another point for the Stars, 18-10. Riva once more. O'Donohue in the middle to Schaffner. Company with a big hit. And that one will go to the Red Devils. So great play there by freshman Alyssa Company. As now she'll take over at the line of service. Company and her routine. Hits it over. Good hit. And that one's tipped over, and it looked like it was out of bounds, and it is.
They'll also call an in net on number 7, I believe.
And the crowd getting really into it. Company hoping to keep that going. Another good serve there, hit in the middle. This one's going to be tipped over. Schaffner in the middle, sets it to Shell. The floater unable to get down. Riva too strong. And she may be good, but that play shows otherwise. 18-13. Stars lead it here in set number 1. Company once more. Good serve, kept up in the air by Riva. Set outside to the middle. Feebless into the net. Another point for the Red Devils. And the Stars will take a timeout here. And once again, we'll cut to commercial. You're watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball here on ECTV.
Does school even do it?
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
And we're back here at the Reagan Athletic Complex. Red Devils really hoping to keep that momentum alive. They were able to cut it to a 4-point deficit. Alyssa Company hoping to continue her amazing plays at the service line. And she keeps it up in the air. This one's set, and miscommunication there. And another point for the Red Devils.
I don't know what is going on with these Dominican Stars over here, but
it's the fans. The fans
it is. They're throwing them off.
They are. Company once again. Another great serve. Kept in the air. This one's hit on the outside to Feebless, who hits it over. Lehrer-Mattis able to keep it in the air, but Feebless with a great hit finds a spot on the floor. 19-15 Stars. There's a serve kept in the air by Shell. Schaffner in the middle. Sets it back outside to Shell. Good hit. Kept in the air. Gauna's hit is blocked. Schaffner back sets in the middle. This one's kept over the net. Tipped, and that was a point for the Eureka Red Devils.
What a play.
3-point deficit. This is where the Red Devils really have to lock in. They're so good at getting the ball back, but they haven't yet been able to actually come back or even take the lead for that matter. This one's hit, kept in the air. Lara Mattis sets it outside. This one's tipped, but blocked. Shell hits it over, kept in the air there. And unfortunately, number 7, Morissette, found a spot. And the Red Devils weren't ready for that one. So it'll be 20-16 in favor of the Dominican Stars. And we'll have Dunker at the line of service, who hits a bullet over the net. Set outside the Shell. Big hit there, kept in the air. This one's going to be set to the outside. Kept in the air there by Beck. Lara Mattis to Shell. Kept in the air. And this one's Feebless with a big hit. Blocked by Company. Kept in the air there, right there. Beck. Lara Mattis once again. To the outside.
And that Devils.
Yep, another point for Eureka. Once again, a 3-point lead. It'll be Brooklyn Shell to serve for the Red Devils. Shell in her 4th year here at Eureka. Great serve there. And that one is deflected out of bounds by the Stars. 2-point deficit. Man, if we can get this comeback, the crowd's really going to get out. Shell once more. Good serve. Kept in the air there. Feebless. Good hit. Blocked by Company. Kept in the air by Beck. Gauna over. Good hit there. Blocked by Beck. Diving. And that one is over the net. Feebless once more. Too strong. 1-point game. And another timeout called by the Dominican Stars. We're going to cut to break again. Stay tuned. You're watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball on ECTV.
When I graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to the Reagan Athletic Complex. The Red Devils cut it to a 1-point deficit. Brooklyn Shell hoping to tie it up, even take the lead. Good serve there. And that one's into the net, but kept up. Gauna with a surprise attack and a tied ball game.
And this crowd is hyped.
All tied here, 20 apiece in set number 1. And what looked like to be somewhat of an easy win for set number 1 for the Stars happens to be a really great comeback for these Red Devils, as that one's tipped over, hit backwards. Company in the air. That one's deflected, still in the air. Feebless with the floater, kept up. Shell in the air, sets outside. This one's too powerful, and once again the Stars have the lead, 21-20. Mia Feebless, who's been involved in a lot of plays so far at the line of service, hits it over. That's strong. Kept up by Beck. This one's hit over, kept in the air. Hit to the outside. Riva in the air with a floater, kept up. This one's hit to Company in the back row and into the net. And that Red Devils momentum seems to be dying down a little bit as they take a timeout, hoping to recollect their thoughts and get back on track.
So the one thing that stood out to me this half, Company, the past couple plays, she's just started to do that back row attack, which we haven't really seen from her this season so far.
Yeah, and in that first game, it's because we weren't really able to see it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't, the energy wasn't as big as it was, and just, when the other team is just killing us by that much, you just don't get to see a lot of that.
But that back row attack, that's dangerous because that's not something that they really expect a lot in volleyball. I mean, more so now than it used to be, but that's still something that we don't really see that often. So the fact that she can do that, and she can do it successfully, we did see she can do it. That's going to be a big thing for the Red Devils.
Feebless at the line of service, hits it over, kept in the air by Company. Back in the air, Downa gets her hit blocked. Shell sets it outside. Heckman over. And that one is going to drop. Big hit there by number 19, Ellery Shea from the Dominican Stars to make it a 23-20 ball game. And the Stars only 2 points away from taking set number 1 in what has seemed to be a very, very back and forth game so far. And that one is too strong from Feebless. It'll be another point for the Red Devils and another turnover from the Stars, allowing freshman Chloe O'Donoghue to serve. Red Devils down by 2 here in set number 1. O'Donoghue over, kept in the air by Feebless. Set outside, big hit and too powerful. 1 point game, crowd back into it. O'Donoghue will give it another go. Good serve, kept in the air by Feebless. This one's hit outside. Riva in the air, and that was deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. Another point for the Stars. And with 1 more point, they'll have taken set number 1. Good serve there, short. Kept in the air, Company over. Hit there. Back set. Kept in the air. This one's hit outside. Heckman hits it and it deflects off of one of the players on the Dominican roster. Another point for the Red Devils. 1 point game, 24-23 in set number 1.
What a comeback. We were down at one point, the Red Devils were down 18, I believe.
Yeah, 7, no, you're right, 8 points, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's been pretty impressive from this Red Devils team.
100%.
Schaffner over, kept in the air, set outside to Riva, who hits it too strong, and we are tied, all 24.
The energy in this gym right now is electric from the Red Devils.
Yes, it is. Red Devils have a chance to take the lead for the first time in this set, and Schaffner unfortunately hits it into the net. Maybe the adrenaline got to her, and you can tell she's upset about that one. But it is all right, because the Red Devils do get a chance to defend themselves here. It'll be Melissa Schmidt back at the service line, hoping to grab the win here in set number 1. As she hits it over, O'Donoghue dives to keep it up. This one's tipped, and Company finds a hole. Once again, we are tied at 25. Crowd really getting loud.
You can see it in the background right there.
Yeah, look at all of them standing up. Heckman, too strong. And it'll be a 26-25 game in favor of the Stars. And it'll be team leader Tanya De La Riva for the Stars, hoping to grab the win as she floats it over, tips it, kept in the air. Company floats it over, tipped, and Riva's going to have a chance. Too strong! Tied at 26. Wow.
We are just going back and forth at this point.
I have never seen this.
Absolutely insane.
This one's hit over by Company, kept in the air. Set to the outside, Feebless, blocked. Riva sets it back to Feebless, who hits it over. Company in the air, Schaffner in the middle, sets it to Gauna, hits it over, and once again out of bounds. And also once again, Eureka trails by only 1 point. It'll be Czak, the sophomore from the Stars, at the line of service as she hits it over. Shell in the air, and that one drops.
And that will be game. That'll be set.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. That was really well played overall.
100%. I think if they can do that again and start with the momentum that they had towards the end of this set in the next game, we have a chance.
Yeah.
For sure.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You are watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball here on ECTV.
Does school even do it?
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
There's nearly 678,290,000 kids under 5 around the world. But what's so important about being 5? A lot, it turns out. Children who live to age 5 are twice as likely to reach adulthood. That's why vaccines matter so much. For 40 years, Rotary and partners have delivered vaccines globally. Like here, and even here. Impressive, right? But 12.5 million children are still totally unvaccinated. Rotary knows we can find them. Because when Rotary and Indian vaccinators looked for families at bus and train stations, used motorbikes, and trekked house to house, they lowered polio cases by 94%. See, it can be done, and the results are worth it. Let's ensure that all children grow up safe from preventable diseases.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division 3 has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
We are back here at the Reagan Athletic Complex. The Dominican Stars took set number 1 as we saw a lot of back and forth from both sides. Crowd was very electric. And from last game, the Red Devils have shown lots of improvement so far.
100%.
Lots more energy, just showing that they want to be here overall. And it's, you know, we could see that from up here.
And you can feel it in the gym too.
100%. And both teams back out on the floor, getting ready to start set number 2. The Red Devils will start with the ball. It'll be Claire Schaffner at the line of service. And we talked about attacking early. This is a great opportunity to do just that. Schaffner to Riva, sets in the middle, and that one is hit out of bounds. So the Red Devils do attack early here, and now they just hope to keep that momentum going. Schaffner once again. Good serve, Riva in the air. Set outside. Good hit there, kept in the air by Schaffner. Shell sets it back to Schaffner, who hits it over. Riva keeps it in the air. That one's hit outside to Feebless, and her hit is blocked. Shell keeps it in the air. Set outside to Heckman, and that is too strong. So the Stars find a way to tie it up on another given point. And it'll be Dunker for the Stars to serve. Hoping to grab the lead. Good serve there. Shell kept it in the air. Schaffner sets in the middle of the company, who floats it, and kept in the air by Dunker. Set outside to Feebless. Big, strong hit. And unfortunately, although it was blocked by Shell, it was hit so high in the air that it actually hit the ceiling and came and dropped on the floor. So 2-1 Stars. Dunker back at it. Good serve, but too strong. And we are tied again at 2. I wonder how many times I'm going to be able to say that here tonight.
Probably a decent amount. So far, I think it's been said a lot.
But hey, I'd rather have it, I'd rather be saying that than, having to say that we are losing. And this one's tipped over by Feebless, kept in the air by Lara Mattis, set outside, tipped. This one's hit over by Guler. Company with the floater, kept in the air by Feebless. Dunker over. O'Donohue keeps it up. Schaffner sets. Shell with the tip, and that one's kept in the air by Riva over the net. Schaffner once again. Company with a big hit, and that one is tipped off of the hands of one of the players down there on the Stars, and the Red Devils take a 3-2 lead.
I can tell you this much. I would not want to be on the opposing team and be near that student section.
I agree with that 100%. They can really get in your head. They are absolutely loud. Lara Mattis. Company with the floater, kept in the air, and finally it drops. Another point for the Red Devils, 4-2. It'll be Lexi Lara Mattis at the line of service. Good serve there, kept in the air. Dunker outside, and a big hit by number 19, Ellery Shea. Although it was tipped off of one of the Red Devils, it was able to find a hole to make it 4-3. And Feebless, once again at the line of service. Crowd really starting to become engaged, and that one hit off of O'Donohue a little bit too hard. She didn't know how to play that one. So we are tied up at 4 here in set number 2. Feebless once again. You can tell the crowd might start, getting in her head. Lara Mattis to Schaffner to Company, and that one's tipped outside. Riva finds a hole, and the Stars are on top for the first time here in set number 2, 5-4. Feebless, who we've seen a lot of here so far tonight, continues her serving career, if you will. Shell over, kept in the air there. Dunker sets outside. Feebless has her hit blocked. Company with the floater, kept in the air by Riva. Dunker outside. This one's hit, blocked by O'Donohue. Schaffner with the back set, kept in the air. This one is set to Shea. Kept in the air by Schaffner. Lara Mattis outside the Shell. Tipped, kept in the air once again by Riva. And it'll be Feebless who hits this one into the net. Red Devils tie it up at 5.
What a rally. They were just going back and forth there.
Yeah, and we've been seeing a lot of that tonight. And I'm expecting to continue to see that with the way both teams have been playing. Company serves, kept in the air. This one's hit to Riva on the outside with a big hit, and it finds a hole. Nobody was there to get that one, and it is 6-5 Stars. Olivia Mendel, a senior from Dominican, will be the one to serve. And for the Stars, hope to add on. And she will do just that as Shell hits that one out of bounds. Maybe wasn't sure how to play that one. And it is 7-5. Mendel once again, kept in the air by Layra Mattis. Schaffner dives, hit over by Shell, kept in the air there. Dunker sets it up, but that one is blocked. Shell in the air, Schaffner back sets, and that one is inbounds barely just before it crossed the line. And look at the fans dancing down there. Things you don't see every day. And it is a 1-point game. 7-6 in favor of the Stars. This one, Beck to serve, hits it over. Dunker in the air. This one's set outside the Shell. Big, strong hit. And that one's going to get down. That was Gauna.
She has been playing phenomenal defense tonight.
Yeah, that was not the first time we have seen her block and or get the ball to drop. Good serve there by Beck. Dunker over, sets it, and Shea hits it into the net, fails to get it over. Red Devils back on top, 8-7, as the fans continue to dance. I am just glad to say that those are my teammates. Anyways, Dunker to the outside. Riva with a strong hit, kept in the air by Layra Mattis. Set to Shell. Dunker sets it up. Shea in the air, kept up by Company. Beck outside. Floater and blocked, and this one falls down. Another point for the Dominican Stars, and we are all tied up at 8 here in set number 2. And I'm not sure what that was, but Shell seemed to be talking to the referee. But anyways, we continue play here. It'll be Schmidt at the line of service for the Stars. This one's set in the middle. Gauna with a big hit, and that one is deflected off of Mendel. Excuse me. Another point for the Red Devils. Eureka back on top, 9-8. It'll be Brooklyn Shell at the line. Good serve there, kept in the air. This one's hit outside to Riva, who floats it. Kept in the air. Beck hits it back row. This one's over the net. This one's set once more to Riva. And the Red Devils claiming that maybe it hit the net, but no call
outside
there.
So those two poles that are standing up, those are out of bounds. So if you hit outside of those, it's out. And there's some
major booing.
Oh yes, 100%, because I think that was out.
And some of the fans from the Red Devils really showing their unappreciation for that call by the referee.
And unfortunately, that's about to light a fire in these Red Devils.
Yeah. Maybe the referee wants to get that one checked out. Not sure what he's doing down there, but anyways, it'll be Riva back at the line of service, who hits it over. Kept in the air. This one's in the middle. Gauna with a hit.
And there it is.
It's a point for the Red Devils. As
no denying that one. That
is absolutely right. And this crowd erupts in cheers as they take the lead 10-9. O'Donoghue at the service line. Hits it over, kept in the air. This one's tipped. Riva, another perfectly placed hit. And every time you think she's really going to hit that ball hard, it just happens to slow down a little bit, it looks like. She's been on a roll here tonight, and it'll be Cizak at the line of service, and that one is way out of bounds.
Did that even go over the net?
I don't think so. I don't know if she knows she's supposed to hit it over the net. to begin with, but anyways, it is an 11-10 lead for the Red Devils. It'll be Claire Schaffner once again at the service line. Good serve there, kept in the air by Riva. Diving, and that one is somehow kept alive. Schaffner sets to Company with a big hit, and once again, another point.
That one was no longer alive.
That is absolutely true.
Absolutely. Company, she is something else, especially as a freshman.
A lot of talent from this incoming freshman team. Schaffner over, and that one is deflected off of Feedless. Another point for the Red Devils, 13-10. This is, I believe, the largest lead. Although it's only 3 points, it is the largest lead that they've had all night from either set. Schaffner once more. Line drive of a serve. Kept in the air, outside, Feedless into the net. Another point for Eureka, 14-10 here in set number 2. And maybe the Red Devils are using that missed call to their advantage.
I think so. I think that lit something in them.
Yeah, extra motivation. Schaffner once again kept up in the air, set outside. Riva unable to get that one to fall. Schaffner outside, kept up, tipped, and this one's going to stay in play. Schaffner sets, and maybe some miscommunication, but the ball is still alive. And that was a good hit there. I believe that was Veronica Henkel, number 2. And it is now 14-11 in favor of the Red Devils, as Dunker will take over to serve. And that one is too strong. So she got up there, and now she's back down. And it'll be Lexi Lehrer-Mattis once again to serve for the Red Devils. Lehrer-Mattis, in her freshman year, gets it over. Dunker sets. Good hit there, blocked by Schaffner over the net. Kept in the air by Guler. And that one is a big hit, but blocked. Guler once again. Lehrer-Mattis in the air. Schaffner sets in the middle. Company with a big hit, and that one will go out of bounds. So it is now a 16-11 Red Devils lead. And a timeout from the Dominican Stars. We're going to stay here, though, for this one.
So Company and Gauna are doing absolutely phenomenal tonight. We've seen Gauna, she's had a few good blocks in there. Company, she's getting all of the hits. They're just absolutely killing it tonight.
Yeah, and whatever they did in practice over the last week since they came off their loss against Franklin has seemed to be working. Whatever they've worked on has really been shown here tonight.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask for in a team like this.
Yeah. Especially because we are seeing improvement, even from the one game that they've had. There's definitely a lot of improvement. I think the ball's stayed in a lot more this time.
Yeah. And to be fair, it is a little bit difficult for every team.
Yeah.
Every year, especially in college, you have new students every single year, learning to adapt, learning how to play with certain people every year. As we get started again, Dunker sets it outside. A floater, kept in the air. Schaffner outside to Shell, who hits it over. Kept in the air there. Dunker once more, back sets, blocked. Hit in the air. Schaffner sets once again to Shell. Her hit is blocked. Schaffner once again. Lehrer-Mattis hits it over. Riva keeps it in the air. Dunker outside. That hit right there is blocked by O'Donohue. Schaffner once again. Shell unable to get the floater down, but that is Alyssa Company, who we just got done talking about. Adds another point to the scoreboard for the Red Devils. 17-11. And the chance break out here at the Reagan Athletic Complex. Lehrer-Mattis hits it over. Dunkett sets it outside. Hits it over. Company with another big hit. Another point for Eureka.
The freshman out of Lincoln, Illinois.
And this crowd is making me laugh. Man, I wonder how basketball games are going to be.
Fun.
Dunker sets it. And that one was hit to Shea. And unfortunately deflected off of one of the Red Devils. And goes out of bounds to add another point on the board for the Stars. 18-12.
Unfortunately, there's not much that they can do when the ball goes like that.
Yeah. And Henkel with a serve that deflects off of Shell to go out of bounds, 18-13. Once again, the Stars dancing. Scoreboard. Henkel once more. That one's kept in the air by Shell. Schaffner hits it to Shell again. And into the net. I don't think Shell was ready for that one. She appeared to still be getting off of the ground. And the timeout will be called by Eureka here after they are maybe starting to lose their momentum. They are still up by 4. And the Stars trying to climb back and take set number 2.
There's 2 different conversations that were just going on over at the Stars. You had 2 separate girls away from the huddle.
Wonder what's going on over there. And the Stars are back out.
And the Red Devils follow close behind.
And it looks like, I don't know how long this has been there, but it looks like there's 2 people outside of the lines with a flag because of that call. I don't know when
they have been there the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen them. Wow. I was going to say maybe they can help out the ref after his missed call. Lara Mattis in the air. Schaffner in the middle, and Company gets her hit blocked. This one is hit in the air by Shea. Outside to Shell, who floats it over, kept in the air by Dunker. Hit outside. Oh, and Reva with a strong hit, kept in the air by Lara Mattis. Shell gets it over, but still in the air. Dunker to Reva once more. Lara Mattis keeps it in the air. Schaffner outside to Shell. Big hit, kept in the air, and Company with a floater, kept in the air.
This ball is still going.
Yes, it is. And unfortunately, that one drops off of, that one drops after being deflected by O'Donoghue. And the Stars continue to climb back. This one, once again, served by Henkel. Schaffner with the back set. And that one is another point for the Stars.
The Stars are also continuing to dance.
They are.
Some reason.
I guess it made sense early on, but when you're losing, I don't think it's necessarily the best time for that. Shell dives and keeps it in the air, but hits it out of bounds. And it is now a 1-point game. Eureka leads it 18-17 here in set number 2. And we talked about how we'd see a lot of back and forth, and it looks like that's going to continue to happen as Alyssa Company once again with another hit. 19-17 as the chants break out again from the Red Devil fans. And it'll be Company at the line of service. Company in the air, hits it over. Dunker back sets, tipped. Schaffner back sets, and that one was not between the lines. So another point for the Stars, 19-18 in favor of the Red Devils. And once again, it'll be Olivia Mendel serving for the Stars, hoping to at least tie the game. Schaffner sets. Gauna able to get that one down after deflecting off of one of the Stars players. And it is now a 20-18 game.
I'm going to need the student section to start getting excited again.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge believer in the fans getting involved.
100%.
I truly believe that helps teams win ball games. And that one is tipped. And that one was hit into the net by Guler. Now a 21-18 lead from the Red Devils. And we're going to take a break here. Stay tuned. You're watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball on ECTV.
June 10th of 2018, he has rhabdomyosarcoma, a soft tissue cancer. But St. Jude has covered everything, and coming here, they're like, we are going to do everything we can. And when they say everything, they mean everything. St. Jude is like the gold at the end of a rainbow for a family like ours. They've really given our family hope, and we are so grateful and thankful for everything.
And we are back here at the Reagan Athletic Complex. The Red Devils lead at 21-18 here in set number 2, hoping to edge away and win this set, tie it at 1 apiece. It'll be Beck to serve, and unfortunately she hits that one out of bounds to make it a 2-point game. And that's not really what you like to see after coming out of a timeout. You just had time to recollect, kind of gather your thoughts, and unfortunately, another free point for the Stars. And this one is Schmidt, who serves, kept in the air by Company, set in the middle, and Downa finds a gap.
No one on the Stars even moved.
Yeah, that's right. 22-19, Red Devils lead it here in set number 2 as Brooklyn Shell finds her routine, bounces the ball a couple times, gets ready to serve, and here we go. Kept in the air, set outside to Riva, and can't really do anything about that. We talked about how powerful she is and how important of a role she has on this team, and that's exactly why, as she gets ready to serve for the Stars, who now trail by 2. Riva over, kept in the air by Heckman. Gauna with a big hit. 23-20. Red Devils just 2 points away from taking set number 2. And it'll be freshman Chloe O'Donoghue at the line of service. Unfortunately, that one was not strong enough as it finds its way into the net. 23-21 in favor of the Red Devils. And the Stars taking their time. Really need to get going here. Riva talking to the ref. She knows this is a volleyball game, right?
This seemed to be pointed at the student section.
And maybe a little bit more playing volleyball and less complaining. I think Riva's focused on the wrong things here.
I'd have to agree with you on that one.
And at this point, I think she's just stalling.
I don't know what.
And the fans are still dancing.
They are indeed, as they should.
Good for them.
And we are back to ball.
And this one is Pizzo at the line of service. Kept in the air by Heckman. Company floats it, and that one's kept up. Set outside. O'Donoghue dives, but she is unable to get to that one. I believe that was Veronica Henkel. It is now a 1-point game. You'd really hate to see it here if the Red Devils blew the lead after such a great set. That one's kept in the air by Heckman. Company with a big hit, and that one gets down.
What a hit.
It is now 24-22 in favor of the Red Devils. Crowd really getting into it now. I'm not sure what's happening or why we keep stopping.
We are back.
I'm not sure if something was said or not, but
I believe they were subbing. I believe there were new people coming in, maybe?
yeah, that makes more sense. The ref's still talking. And the chants break out here. Let's go Devils. Both teams on the floor, ready to play. Not sure why we're just standing around.
I think someone's flash went off on their camera. If I had, because I thought I saw it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
Here we are.
Schaffner, too strong. And once again, 1-point game. Eureka leads at 24-23. All they need is one more point to win and take over set number 2. But as we've seen so far here tonight, that won't be easy. And this one's going to be Adeline Dunker at the line of service. A senior at Dominican. This one is set. Company floats it, kept in the air. Riva hits it over. Shell back up. Schaffner in the middle. Company unable to get that hit down. This one's set outside and blocked, but out of bounds. Veronica Henkel with a great play to keep the Stars alive. We are all tied up at 24, and now Adeline Dunker and the rest of the Stars hope to grab the lead here late in the second set, as that one is hit too strong and out of bounds. Red Devils back on top, 25-24. All they need is one more point.
And we will be all tied up in sets.
Layra Mattis floats the serve, kept in the air. Dunker back sets, floater, and that one is hit out of bounds. And per usual, we are tied again.
The back and forth of tonight has been absolutely insane.
I guess both of these teams are pretty evenly matched, as Company's hit is blocked. Dunker sets to Riva, and her hit gets down after being deflected. And unfortunately, the Stars find a way. They find a way to grab the lead here in the second set.
After how long?
It has been quite a while, and maybe the Red Devils' momentum seems to be dying down here. But there they are in their huddle, coming back out onto the floor. And the Red Devils really just need to clean it up here. But I guess I can't complain too much. They haven't really given away a lot of free points.
No.
And that's one of the keys that we talked about prior to the start of the game.
And it has been very entertaining.
I can't argue with that. And unfortunately, Layra Mattis hits that one out of bounds, 27-25. And the Stars lead it 2-0. But stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're watching Eureka Red Devils Volleyball here on ECTV.
When people ask us who we are, we tell them we're problem solvers, opportunity creators, community builders, and change makers. We are Rotary. Around the world, our network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, and leaders volunteer their skills, expertise, and resources to solve issues and address community needs. We are people of action. Join us, and together, we can make an even greater impact. Find out how you can get involved at rotary.org/action.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And welcome back to the Reagan Athletic Complex as we just got back from set number 2. And unfortunately, the Stars were able to take over and find a way as they lead it 2-0. And we're almost ready to get set number 3 underway. Both teams back out on the floor. The Stars are going to start with the ball here in the third set. It'll be Henkel who hits it over. Diving is O'Donohue. Schaffner outside. Kept up. Schaffner once again. This one's hit over. And out of bounds. Henkel dove for that ball, and she was able to keep it up. Unfortunately, it was out of bounds, and some of the Red Devils seem to be mimicking the dance that the Stars were doing earlier. This one's kept up. Dunker out, back sets. And unfortunately, Schmidt finds a gap to make it a 1-1 ball game. And it'll be Guler, number 13 for the Stars at the line of service. Guler, a senior. O'Donohue keeps it up. Company in the air. Shell over. Kept up by Dunker outside to Riva, who floats it. Schaffner finds a way to keep it up. Lyra Mattis. This one's over. Dunker back sets. Hit O'Donohue to Schaffner, who hits it over. Dunker once again, the floater, and Lyra Mattis hits it into the net. Shell hits it into the net, and it is a 2-1 game in favor of the Dominican Stars here early on in set number 3. Guler once again hoping to add on. Lyra Mattis in the air. Schaffner backsets to Company. Her hit's tipped. And this one's going to be set on the outside to Riva, who spikes that one directly into the net. So we are all tied up at 2.
I do feel like Riva, she's not hitting like it says on her stats.
I get what you're
saying.
I was expecting a little bit more from her.
I also was.
And that's the power of Eureka College. Riva has her hit blocked there. Schaffner in the air. Layra Mattis over. Dunker up. Back sets to Riva, who hits it. And I guess she just proved us wrong there.
That's what they're talking about.
Yep.
She hits.
And it is a 3-2 game in favor of the Stars here in the third set. As Melissa Schmidt, who we've mentioned a little bit before, takes over at the service line. Good serve there, kept up. Out of bounds by Shell. Company hits it really high. Layra Mattis able to keep it in play. This one's hit by Schmidt. And unfortunately, Guler was able to deflect it off of Layra Mattis to make it a 4-2 game. As Schmidt hopes to continue her streak. I guess I can't really call it a streak, but Shell in the air. Schaffner sets it back to Shell, who hits it into the net. 5-2 in favor of the Stars. And the Red Devils take a timeout early here in the third set. Obviously hoping to recollect.
And yeah, I think they just need to get their thoughts together, honestly. Because you can feel that energy that we were talking about the last 2 sets. It kind of has died down a lot between the crowd and the team.
Yeah, and you know, being down 2 sets, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But
you're supposed to get 5 shots, so.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyone can come back.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the Red Devils did not attack early in this set. Another key that we talked about prior to the start of the game. And what we saw from last game when the Red Devils were unable to attack early, they kind of got down on themselves, and that didn't turn out too well, as we saw in the last game, losing in 3 straight sets to Franklin. Schmidt once again with the line drive of a serve. Schaffner dives Company over. Kept in the air by Guler. Dunker to Riva. And maybe Riva starting to heat up here a little bit in the third set, as she makes it 6-2 Stars. And there's a ball on the floor, one that's not supposed to be there. But we continue play. Schmidt once again with a serve, line drive there. That one's tipped over, and what a great read by Czak. Able to play that one in a hurry.
That was a great read right there.
Yeah.
She saw that hole and she took advantage.
Yep. And unfortunately, the Stars seeming to pull away. That one's kept in the air by Layra Mattis. Schaffner outside to Shell. This one hits off of the net, goes over. Schaffner once again. Gauna, unfortunately, unable to get that hit down. Oh, excuse me. That seemed to be a point for the Red Devils. I guess I read that one wrong.
And you can also see on our sidelines, they are now copying the Stars dance.
Yeah.
Our players.
Maybe a little take that for the Stars. And now Chelsea Beck at the line of service for the Red Devils in her first year. Successfully gets it over. And she dives, but unable to keep that hit by Czak in the air. It is now an 8-3 ball game. Stars lead it as Riva is going to take over at the service line. She's been heating up a little bit.
She has.
Kept in the air by Shell. Gauna with a strong hit, and that one falls. The deficit cut in half, 8-4. Red Devils hoping to add on and find their way back into this game. It'll be Brooklyn Shell to serve. Shell hits it over, kept in the air. This one's set outside, once again in the air.
What a dig by Company.
Heckman gets it over. And Riva comes from the back, hits it to Heckman. He sets it in the middle for Gauna, floats it over, kept in the air. Morissette keeps it in the air. And that one is hit by Henkel, deflected off of Company, and that one falls to make it a 9-4 game here in set number 3. And you really don't want to see the Red Devils lose another game without winning a single set. As we saw last game against Franklin, they lost 3-0. And maybe they just want to take their time and focus on the small wins, as Company serves that one into the net. The 3 points starting to pile onto each other here.
100%. You're starting to see that in the bigger gap in the score.
As it is now a 10-4 game in favor of the Stars. This one, Pizzo at the service line hits it over. Kept outside, hit over. And this one's gonna... And apparently that one is gonna be a point for the Red Devils. So it is a 10-5 game as O'Donohue takes over at the line of service. O'Donohue hits it over, kept in the air there. Back set, Shell keeps it up. Heckman floats it over, kept in the air, and that one's tipped over by Morissette. Morissette sets it outside, and Henkel.
That one was out of bounds.
That was out of bounds. I don't know what's going on with the refs here.
Whoa. Did they not call that out of bounds?
They said it was a point for the Stars.
Huh.
And no, that was clearly out of bounds.
That was interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on down there with the refs, but they really need to start cleaning it up, as O'Donohue unfortunately hits that one under the net. It is now a 12-5 game. Stars lead it as they continue to dance over on the sideline. This one is served by Dunker. And Company's hit is blocked. Starting to show some frustration, and you can understand why.
100%. And I think that frustration is being shown everywhere. You see the student section over there. Got really quiet.
Yeah, and that tends to happen. You have a team with a lot of potential, and when you're able to kind of meet certain expectations that people expect from you, obviously you're not going to have the same mindset that you once did coming into the game or the season.
And that'll be an over the net for the Stars.
As it is now a 14-6 game in favor of the Stars. And this one's going to be Claire Schaffner to serve. Schaffner, as I mentioned before, is a two-way athlete, volleyball and softball here at Eureka. This one's kept in the air by Mendel. Hit by Henkel, unable to get that one down, but the Red Devils hit it into the net. Another point for the Stars, and you can see some fans from this Red Devils side starting to make their way towards the exits. That's not typically what you want to see. But the Red Devils starting to lose momentum as O'Donohue hits it to Schaffner, and Company finds a hole.
Atta girl. That was a big hit. That is just what we needed.
Company seems to be playing with pure anger. You can tell she's frustrated, but
that look on her face when she turned towards us, I would have been scared to be in her way.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lyra Mattis serves it over. This one set by Dunker, kept in the air by Schaffner. Layra Mattis back up. Hit over. This one's going to be set to Riva, who swings and kept in the air. Schaffner sets it to Shell, kept in the air by Henkel. This one's floated over O'Donohue. Schaffner, company, kept up. Riva once more with the floater. Schaffner in the air. Layra Mattis gets a turn. Shell once again, kept up once more. And finally, the ball touches the ground. That was, I believe, Dunker, who was able to add on for the Stars here. 16-7. Another timeout for the Red Devils. And so far, in set number 1, the Red Devils didn't really seem to be too into it, but they started to come back in set number 2. We saw a lot more energy from the Red Devils in set number 2. Unfortunately, though, they started to slip away. The Stars found a way to come back, and so far here in set number 3, it's been Dominican all the way, and we haven't really seen as much energy as we have before from the Red Devils.
On all sides, not just the team either.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, I think that momentum from the first set when they got tied up and it was really close, that kind of bled into the next set.
Yeah.
And so that momentum was rolling and rolling. And then when Dominican managed to come back and win that one, I think that's kind of when everything started falling apart.
Yeah. And when you're in the middle of games like these, when you're down by so much, all you can really do is just go back to the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And kind of just get back into it as Layra Mattis hits it over. Kept in the air by Guler. Hit over. Schaffner sets it to Shell, who swings, and that's kept up by Riva. Dunker outside, and Schmidt finds a hole past the diving Schaffner to add on. And the Stars now lead it here in set number 3 by 10, 17-7. That one is served by Guler, kept up in the air. Shell hits it over. Dunker sets in the middle, and unfortunately, another point for the Stars.
There's some confusion for the Red Devils there.
And there's been a lot of confusion from both sides here tonight. 18-7, Stars lead it. Tipped by Shell. Layra Mattis back up front. Schaffner hits it over. Kept up in the air. Dunker finds another hole as the Stars place another point on the scoreboard. Guler hoping to keep things going here late in the third set as she floats it over. O'Donohue dives, able to keep it up. Dunker sets, and Schaffner to company to Shell, who serves that one into the net. Another free point. And unfortunately, more fans leaving. As the fans from the Stars side seem to get more into it, more involved. O'Donohue over, kept up in the air. Dunker sets it outside. Schaffner able to keep it up, and it hits the net and falls. So another point for the Stars. 21-7 is the score.
I will say Claire Schaffner, she's been doing very well this game.
She has. And speaking of Schaffner, I don't think we've seen a lot of Chloe Schaffner.
I also don't think we have.
I was expecting to see her a little bit.
I was too.
We saw her last game.
And she did fairly well.
She did, yeah. But the Stars add another point as Guler continues her streak. And I stand corrected as she hits it out of bounds. And finally, the Red Devils get the ball back. Only having 8 points here. And it'll be freshman Alyssa Company at the line of service who hits it over. kept up by Riva. Dunker back sets, swings, and that one is deflected off of Nagel. The Stars 2 points away from completing the sweep against the Red Devils on the road. Schmidt serves it over, and unfortunately for the Stars, that one was too strong. It'll be a 23-9 game. This one's going to be Chelsea Beck at the line of service for the Red Devils, playing in her first year here at Eureka out of Clay City. Here we go as she gets ready to serve off the net but over. Kept in the air by Morissette. Company in the air. Gauna with a hit, and that one is able to get over. It is now 23-10. Eureka hoping to continue this. Drag on the momentum. Maybe make a late comeback after being down by so many points. Beck once more over, kept up in the air. Morissette outside to Riva, who hits that one directly into the net. 23-11. And maybe Beck is exactly what they need right now. She's kept her composure all game. Serve goes over. Morissette. This one, Henkel hits it over. Gauna with the set. That one unable to get down. Gauna once again kept up by Schmidt. Riva over, kept up by Shell. Set by Beck. And that one finally drops. Mendel unable to get to that one. 23-12 as the Red Devils start to heat up here late in the third set. After not having much to brag about here in set number 3. Beck once more, hits it over. Kept in bounds. This one's hit into the net by Veronica Henkel. The junior from Dominican, as it is now a 23-13 game, and the Stars take a timeout, hoping to get back on track.
Win or lose, Beck is going to be able to brag about this little run she's got going on here.
Yeah, that is true. You always have to look at the positives in every single game you play. And you know, there have been a lot of positives for this Red Devils team.
Yeah, especially versus the last game we watched. I mean, I think we've seen a lot of improvements from them, even in the week that they were off.
Yep, I agree. And you know, it's still so early in the season. You don't want to make any for sure judgments yet.
Exactly. Because I think volleyball is going to go till November.
Yeah, that is true.
For sure. So they still have time.
Yeah, lots of time to improve, lots of time to kind of turn things around. And yeah, November 2nd is the last volleyball game.
So yeah, they have plenty of time to get their stuff and get it all sorted out.
Yeah, and of course for the Red Devils, the picture-perfect season would be able to make it into the playoffs, have a very deep
100%.
run. But that all starts here as Beck gets it over, and that one is deflected off of one of the Stars players. Another point for the Red Devils, 14-23 as they start to climb their way back up. Maybe the Stars getting a little bit too comfortable. And we saw that with the Red Devils last set when they had their lead and weren't able to hold on to it. Kept in the air by Beacom. And Lyra Madison to the net.
Great use in the net there.
Riva deflected, kept in the air by Shell. Beck sets it to Gauna, and that one finds a hole. 23-15. And I'm not sure what just happened, but
I will say one of my favorite things that I see in volleyball games is when you see the setters use that net, because that net's tight enough to where the ball will bounce off of it. So they use that to their advantage quite often.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times here. Shell hits this one over, able to keep it alive. Morissette to Riva, who finds a gap as she starts to, as she continues her little hot streak. And now she'll take the ball and she'll take over at the line of service as the Stars need one more point to win this game. Riva over and out of bounds. A point for the Red Devils. They are not done yet. Still dancing on the sideline. I don't think we're close enough for that, but I love the...
I like the enthusiasm.
Exactly. And this one's going to be Brooklyn Shell hoping to keep things alive here for the Red Devils. Good serve kept up in the air. Morissette outside to Henkel, who hits it over, and that's too powerful. Out of bounds, another point for the Red Devils. 24-17, Stars lead it. Now, I don't know about you, but I truly do believe that this Red Devils team can come back here.
Oh, 100%.
Henkel hits it up. Hit over, Shell in the air. This one's going to be Gauna, who hits it over, kept up. Riva hits it to Henkel. Henkel over. Company to Beck. Shell has to hit it over, and she does. Riva in the air. Morissette sneaks it over. A lot of back and forth here. Morissette once again. Company up. Gauna with a hit, and that one finds a hole. Another point for the Red Devils.
He is on fire tonight. Absolutely on fire.
And a timeout taken from the Stars once again. And I don't know if you noticed it, but it looked like Morissette was trying to kind of rush her hits.
Yes.
You know, usually the teams take 3 hits to get it over, but she was trying to just maybe get the game over with.
That's what it seemed like, and I feel like the Red Devils have been on a roll, so you don't want to rush that. You want to make sure you're doing it the correct way, especially, I mean, in 2 servers, we came up back 10 points, so.
That is true. And
I mean,
the hardest part about the entire thing is the Stars being at 24 points.
Yeah.
And you know you're down to your last strike, but up to this point, the Red Devils haven't really let that fact affect them in the way that it normally affects other teams. And it'll be Shell who remains at the service line, hoping to continue her little streak that she has going for her. And that'll do it as she hits it directly into the net. It was a great serve, but unable to get over the net as both teams shake hands. The final in set number 3, 25-18. And the Stars sweep the Red Devils in 3 straight sets. And that'll do it tonight for Eureka Volleyball. We will be back next time. Next game is Tuesday, September... Next game that you can watch on ECTV is Tuesday, September 17th against Webster University. Game starts at 7 p.m. But for now, that'll wrap things up here. I'm Matthew Swan.
I'm Ella Walker. Thank you guys for watching.
And we will see you next time on ECTV.